What's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today with a fresh, brand new figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the newly released Bandai Movie Monster Series Rose Form Biollante. Bandai finally gave us a Rose Form Biollante, and that is awesome. I love it. I have not had a Rose Form Biollante in my collection pretty much ever since I've started collecting. This is one that has always eluded me, just because of the other Rose Form figures that have been out and circulating in the market. They're very rare, they're very expensive. They didn't do a lot with Biollante's Rose Form, which I agree with others is a little underrated and underappreciated. I think it needs more time to shine. We need an X Plus Rose Form Biollante, 25 centimeter or 30 centimeter. I'll accept either. But this right here, fantastic. And I want to say this is definitely better than Super 7's $90 to almost $100 Rose Form Biollante. I was considering maybe getting that one, but then once that thing released and I just saw how sloppy the paint was and how it made the details look and everything, oh, it just looked ew. But then Bandai announced that they were doing a Movie Monster Series Biollante for under 30 bucks. You can't beat it. So when this popped up on the Godzilla store, I did not hesitate. I love the Rose Form Biollante. As you can see, she comes with her tag, and we will do a live untagging right here on the channel, as we always do with Bandai figures, because I don't keep the tags on the figures. That was a good fling off there. I removed the tags, but I do keep them. So let's take a good look at the tag here. Nice shot of Biollante from the movie. This is pretty much the ending stage of that first battle, and she's on fire, but still a great picture nonetheless. Looks great on the inside. Little silhouette picture of the Rose Form Biollante, which if you did not know that this was Rose Form Biollante, that'd be very hard to try to figure out what exactly this is. And then on the back side, just more mumbo jumbo, Movie Monster Series Bandai. Great tag, all in all. Now, onto the figure itself. Rose Form Biollante here. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy to finally have one in the collection. I mean, this is just great to finally have Biollante's Rose Form in the collection. Like, this is definitely a milestone for me. Because, again, I never got any of the other ones that have been released, and just because of the price and how rare and few that there are, there's really not a lot of Rose Form stuff out there. But this here, very welcomed. Again, you can never go wrong with your average Godzilla Kaiju Bandai collectible. Bandai, at the end of the day, is still king of Godzilla and Kaiju collectibles. You cannot go wrong with them. You're always going to get a decent sculpt, decent paint, and a decent price. And that's if you get them as soon as they come out. If you're talking aftermarket, then that's a different story. Aftermarket can be just as mean to these Bandai figures as they are to X Plus and other figures as well. Just like with any collectible, aftermarket is always the worst place. But Biollante here for the paint. Let's go over color. Very nice greens for the main body. You got all kinds of dark greens, a little bit of lighter greens done here on the leaves. See, Bandai did a really good job with this versus like some of their other figures like Varan, which was just brown with a little bit of spray here and there. And then you had the 2019 King Ghidorah, which just looks like a big glob of mustard. I mean, at least Biollante here, again, they just have light greens. Even on the back here, this back leaf. You know, very nice light green shadings. But then the rest of the body is a nice dark green. You have a very nice shiny orange here. Little bit of like a paint scuff on mine, but that's okay. Not really noticeable. But very nice shiny orange here for like her life force core or whatever you call it. The rosebud itself, a very, very nice rose red. And then, of course, you have some bone ivory color in there for those nasty teeth. Fantastic. And then, of course, you even have the bone ivory color down here for the vine mouths that she has. Very, very cool. Simple color all the way around. Nothing like crazy, but it gets the job done. Detail. I am really loving all the detail in the body here. Again, Bandai really never disappoints with their sculpts. Their sculpts are usually good. Paint sometimes can lack, especially on some of their newer stuff, but not including this. Very, very great detail all the way around. I mean, just look at all that in there. Fantastic sculpt. You know, sure, you're going to have some seam lines and stuff like that, but it's not terrible. Could be worse. Even all the detail and texture on the leaves just look great. Especially how this leaf here has some vines coming off of it as well. The rose head itself, very, very nicely well done. Petals are smooth for the most part, but then have all this detailing around the edges. And then, of course, the teeth are etched into the sculpt as well and look very, very good. You almost can't see the sharpness of them till you get really super close, but it's there. And it looks good. Her core, life force, whatever, has some nice details in there. Doesn't pop insanely well, but I think that's maybe just the way the paint is. Again, it's kind of more of like a glossy, thicker paint, so kind of hides those details a little bit. They look more muddied than anything, but it still looks all right. It gets the job done. The vines themselves got like little hints of like spikes on them here and there, but very nice, like, you know, wavy details in the vines. The teeth themselves, the tops of the heads, look at all that detailing in there. Looks really great. On the bottom too, same thing on the bottom. Same thing on the bottom. Just very nice detailing for both of those. Look great. Probably going to be kind of a quicker review because we're just about done. Paint, detail, done. Articulation for vines. Just kind of swivel up, down. Nothing crazy. Again, Biollante was very stationary in this form. She didn't move. All she had was vines. So you just have some wiggle movement, you know, as you can see where they're connected. They just move kind of up and down. That's it. Nothing crazy. This one, I want to say to get the mouth kind of flat, more down to the ground. This one can kind of be a little more high up or low, however you would want to do it. I mean, I'll probably end up keeping Biollante somewhat like this, you know. So that does it for articulation. Scale-wise, she'll scale in well with other Godzilla Bandais. I mean, here's Biollante with the Bandai 90s Godzilla figure, which is the closest thing that you can get to an actual 89, besides the 89 movie monster series figures that they've done recently, but I have no interest in picking up one of those. I just have this, so yep. Of course, I'm pretty sure scales off. I feel like Biollante was like way taller than Godzilla. I mean, Godzilla never really got in close, you know, so we don't really know, but Biollante seemed a little taller, but again, it was probably just the angle and perspective of filming. But still, you know, there you go. Our first battle, you know. I don't know. But we'll scale in well with anything Bandai Movie Monster series. Sorry, guys, I'm just goofing off. Anyways, that about does it for today's figure review, you guys. Getting tongue-tied there. Pretty simple for scaling. No real reason to scale her with anything else crazy, because there really wasn't anything else from the movie Godzilla vs. Biollante, you know. The only final form Biollantes that I have is SH Monster Arts and the X Plus 25 centimeter. I think those are the only final. I don't have any of the Bandai final form Biollantes, so I can't really do a size comparison there. But anyway, that about does it for this figure review, you guys. Kind of knew this one was going to be a little more short and sweet. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. We are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Atomic blast those buttons, if you will. Atomic blast that thumbs up. Atomic blast that notification bell. Don't forget to like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks on Facebook. And don't forget to follow Godzilla Fan Freaks on Instagram. Alright, you guys, that about does it for this review on the Bandai Movie Monster Series Biollante. We are Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.